Good morning, Stampers, and thank you for joining me today. This is Laura Buechler of Inky Fingers Papercrafting, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Nanaimo, BC. Now, last week I shared with you some tips about your ink pads, including how to use your ink refills to refill your ink pads. And I also promised you that I would show you a cool project using the refills on their own, and that's what we're going to do today. It's called the baby wipe technique. So you will need an alcohol-free baby wipe, which you can get from any drugstore or grocery store. And you'll need some ink refills with coordinating colors, and you'll need an ordinary plate from your kitchen cupboard. So here is a card that I've created using the Rooted in Nature bundle. And for this card, the colors I chose were Early Espresso, Pumpkin Pie, Old Olive, Rich Raspberry, and Crushed Curry. So a real autumn feel for this card. And I haven't actually attached this piece yet because I wanted to be able to show you all the beautiful colors here on those leaves. Isn't that gorgeous? And then the tree that I stamped for the central piece here also has that same multicolor effect, which is what you get when you use the baby wipe technique. And then I've just stamped a sentiment right over top of it in Rich Raspberry. You are wonderful. Now I want to show you, this is nothing to do with the baby wipe technique, but I want to show you these extra pieces that I cut out as well. The Rooted in Nature dies have these embossing abilities as well. So can you see all the details there on those leaves? That is what it does when you run it through your Big Shot. It comes up with all these beautiful veins and details on the leaves. So I'm not sure yet how I'm going to use these on my card. And I stamped these with the baby wipe as well, and then cut them out with the dies. So I might use a few of these on the inside or on the envelope, but I just wanted to show you the cool stuff that this bundle does. Now, both pieces of this bundle, the stamp set and the dies, are both continuing to the new annual catalog, but of course you'll only be able to get that 10% bundle discount if you buy before the end of May. So if you love that Rooted in Nature bundle, now is the time to buy it. All right, let's move on to what we're going to do today. As promised, an ordinary kitchen plate. And what I do is I just take the baby wipe and I fold it right in half, and I want to lie it down on the plate so that it can lie flat. It's not going up on the rim. It's just lying flat right in the center. And the colors I've chosen for today are Powder Pink, Shaded Spruce, Pool Party, Lemon Lime Twist, and Blackberry Bliss. And I have not at all stamped with these colors together so far. This is going to be a live experiment to see how they all look together. So join me for that fun experiment. Now I have used the Petal Palette stamp set. It's got these beautiful flowers. Here's the Petal Palette stamp set. It's got these gorgeous sentiments and a few detailed flowers that we're going to use. And this stamp set it also has coordinating dies, and they are both retiring at the end of the catalog period. So if you love these stamps or the dies that go with them, I advise you to order them now before they run out. Order now to avoid disappointment. Okay, so let me show you what we're going to do with the baby wipe. What you want to do is use your ink refills to create an ink pad area on your baby wipe. So I'm going to start with the Shaded Spruce. And I'm just going to put 5 or 6 drops of ink kind of in random places. And you can see as soon as you drop that ink on there, it starts to expand, which is just what you want. And I'm going to do Lemon Lime Twist next. Now the very last thing that I want to do is, see how there's kind of a white spot here and here and here? I want to make sure that I fill those in. So I'm going to take a color that looks like it's not already in that spot. So the goal is you want an area of the baby wipe that's about the same size as a regular ink pad to be covered with ink. Be covered with all these different colors and they're blending together. So that's going to sit for a minute. Put that aside. And let's get out the pieces of my card, which I've already cut and prepared. You can see I've done that tricksy little thing again. I've used the stitched rectangles to cut out this piece because it's going to be covered with this white, and so I might as well get twice the use out of the cardstock by being able to layer it up like that instead of using two separate pieces of cardstock. Okay, so the white pieces are the ones we're going to stamp on, and I'm going to start with this one, which is going to be the focal point of the card. All right, I'm trying to put this in a spot where you can see it. I'm going to use this great big beautiful flower from the Petal Palette stamp set. Now lots of times if you were stamping on a regular ink pad, you might stamp around in a few different places to get ink coverage. When we're using the baby wipe technique, we don't want to do that. We just want to stamp on one spot because, of course, all those different colors blending together, you don't want to blur them more than necessary. All right, so I'm going to stamp this right here. This is the moment of truth to see how this color combination looks. Oh, it looks all right. Very springy. And then I'm just going to add with my Blackberry Bliss ink pad this sentiment, I just love you, which is also from Petal Palette, and I'm going to add it right in here. All right. Very springy for sure. Okay. So I'll set those aside. And now I'm going to stamp on this piece here. And I'm going to use these little flower pieces from Petal Palette. And I'm just going to randomly put them on kind of around the outside. Don't need to worry about filling in the middle because of course that's going to be covered. So look at all the beautiful colors that are visible there. And with this one, I wish I'd stamped this a little bit more firmly. In fact, I think I'm going to flip it over and do exactly that. Get my stamp here. I think I was so nervous about the color combination that I wasn't stamping with conviction. And I like that a lot better. That's just gorgeous. And I'll add my sentiment again. I didn't do a very good job stamping that sentiment. Oh well. Sometimes things are not perfect the first time you try them. And that's totally okay because it's all about learning and getting better as we go. So now I'm going to put this card together. And there we go. There's our completed card. So that is how you do the baby wipe technique. Thank you so much for joining me today, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please drop me a comment below and let me know what you think. I really appreciate your comments, and I love knowing if these tips are helpful to you. And of course, if there's something specific that you want to learn about, please let me know and I'll do my best to accommodate that. Remember that you can purchase all the products shown here on my website, inkyfingers.ca, and you'll also find more project tutorials, current promotional details and catalogs, my local workshop schedule, and the sign up for my monthly email newsletter. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I want to let you know that I have a Facebook page under Inky Fingers Papercrafting, where you can join a weekly card sketch challenge and win a prize from me. And if you do place an order, please use the current Hostess code, which you can find on my website, because everyone who uses that code is going to get a free gift from me. And if you'd like to earn your own Hostess rewards, all you need to do is place an order of over $200 or contact me and we can start planning your own virtual or in-home party. Drop me a line for more details. Have a great day, everyone, and happy stampin'. Bye!